communicated to you guys, and how hard is that to do?
Yes, sir. Really, we just trying to see who's the playmaker of the offense. Because we got a lot of guys who can really go at the receiver position. So, really, the main focus is just individual player development, just giving those guys the ball, giving them a chance to show their talents.
How different does this spring feel for you, compared to last year and last summer in fall campus and compared to kind of, your comfortability with things?
I say I definitely grown from a freshman. I would say really just being more accurate as a passer and just being more comfortable in the pocket with my line and just building that trust with those guys. So I say the main focus from this spring to last spring was just being more of an accurate passer and trusting my O-line more.
How have you embraced the competition with Brady? What's you guys' relationship like?
I mean, competition. Brady's my brother. He's a part of the Mizzou football team, so it's always love. But just he makes me better. I make him better. So every day is just a grind. So yeah.
What was the biggest thing you learned from the Georgia game that you started?
I say the biggest thing was because before then I haven't played football since 2019, my junior year in East St. Louis. But I say the biggest thing I learned was just the speed of the game versus practice, because I really haven't been hit or nothing about that. So I mean, just the game speed of college football, really.
How many reps were you kind of getting in practice last fall? And was that hard? Maybe not playing as much. You feel like you're getting a chance. And how different is it now?
I say it's definitely different just because the number of quarterbacks on the roster right now. It's me, Tommy Lock, and Brady. So, I mean, everybody's getting a pretty large amount of reps. So, the main goal of spring is just individual player development. So, just put the ball in our hands and see what we can do with the offense.
What are the biggest things coming out of last year that the coaches told you they want to see you improve on?
I say just my accuracy, because last year Georgia was like my only time that I really had a chance to show my talent. So, and just being a more accurate passer and comfortable in the pocket is really my main goal this spring.
How have you improved as a mobile quarterback, especially as coach is talking about, he wants to see quarterbacks make plays with the legs. How have you improved that aspect too?
I'll say just know what opportunities I have to run and what opportunities to stay in the pocket and make the throw. So not just relying on my legs, but relying on my trusting my throwing ability. So I say, yeah, that's just the biggest thing of my run game, just knowing when to take the opportunity to run and when to take the opportunity to pass.
A lot of guys don't like to be labeled as like a running quarterback. How do you see yourself?
I mean, I embrace it because, I have that capability. I have that God's gift of using my legs. So, that's who I am. I'm just going to embrace it and use my legs when I have to.
I know this was a long time ago, but in Elite 11, what exactly did you – what was the biggest impact on that for you now?
I say the Elite 11 was definitely a learning experience, because being around all those top quarterbacks in the country and me being ranked one of the lowest, just embracing competition, I would say that definitely improved my game and my confidence. So I say the Elite 11 was definitely a learning experience.
Do you have any receivers you really feel like you're developing chemistry with?
I say pretty much all my receivers. We got some guys that can go: Luther, Mookie, Damo, Towski, Glock. Chance, JJ. So we have definitely a lot of receivers that can play. So yeah.
What was it like for you last year? Like, if you're on social media throughout the season, people are calling for you to play more and get in the game. Just from your perspective, how did you handle all that?
I handle it I just put it in the coach's hands. Social media is going to be social media, but at the end of the day, they're going to put the quarterback out there who gives the team the best chance to win. So, I just trust in the coaches to put me in a position to succeed and put our team in a position to succeed.
Have you ever been in a quarterback competition before? And I guess how have you sort of approached it? Do you stay close with Brady? Do you talk with him? Or do you keep your distance?
I say the quarterback competition I've been in was my sophomore year at East St. Louis, and competition is competition. You're gonna either win or you're gonna lose, but at the end of the day, it's just about getting better. And really, Brady is my brother, like I said once before. So we still interact. We still have that brotherly love, and where we joke around and doing all that. So, yeah.
What do you think of the talks of potentially bringing in a transfer quarterback? I know there was with Jay Daniels and Arizona State didn't work out, but he did visit here and potentially another one coming in. What would you think of that happening?
I'm a competitor. Brady's a competitor, so we just welcome competition. Best players are going to play, so I'll just leave that in the coach's hands.
Anything else
draft for teams, and
Yeah.
just what's the players' thoughts on all of that, and just what excites you about Saturday?
The players in the locker room, I say we're definitely excited because this is the first year we actually had a game. Because last year, due to COVID, it was a limited amount of people that could come to the game. So, I mean, I'm excited. Team is excited, and I think it's gonna be a good turnout.
Brady, what's been the balance like in this quarterback competition where you guys are competing with each other, but you're also learning from each other throughout the spring?
Yeah, I think competition makes both parties better in every situation, really. So in the meeting room, film, everything, taking notes, showing up on time, workouts, obviously practice, reps. So, I mean, there's balance in all of it, and I think it makes us both better.
Do you feel like you're being judged in almost everything you do because it's a competition?
I mean, I think we're judged in everything we do because we're a college athlete, playing at the highest stage, so it has to be that way. So, I mean, yeah, everything we do is judged.
Coaches talk about telling you guys, like, trying to take some of that pressure off, right? Not thinking every throw is determining this. Is that something that you do have to, that's kind of hard to do?
Yeah, that's hard to do because it does feel like every throw is judged and, every throw determines what's going to happen. Obviously, it's not like that. The number one goal for spring ball is just individual player development. So how can we make every player and myself the best version of ourselves? And at the end of the day, that's what spring ball is about. But it is hard to think through that lens, that perspective.
Brady, getting more of an opportunity last year, especially with the bowl game. What did you kind of learn about yourself, and how are you carrying that over into this spring?
I just learned a lot about what college football is like. I just got a little bit more experience under my belt, and I think that will pay dividends just going into this season, just feeling more comfortable, just learning the speed of the game a little bit more.
And from that, what are the biggest things that you're trying to kind of improve on after getting more of that in-game college experience?
Yeah, I would just say I want to be more comfortable out there, going through my progressions and trusting what I see as far as defensive ID. And, just being more comfortable.
What's been the difference for you guys from last year having Coach Drinkwitz being the guy there every practice and now being Coach Hammond?
It's a little bit different. Obviously, we're getting coached by a different coach, so there's going to be changes. But at the end of the day, it's the same offense. They share a lot of the same coaching tactics, and, they're telling us a lot of the same stuff. So it all flows into one, and it's really not too much of a change.
Is Coach Drinkwitz still pretty hands-on with you guys? I mean, he's during every practice?
He's still a quarterback's coach at heart, even though he's not in every meeting with us and whatnot. So, he still coaches us up whenever he can. But he has given us a little bit of space, too.
Brady, how many reps did you get with the first team last year with Connor here, and how can maybe getting more of that this spring, how can that help for change?
My first team reps last spring were limited. I think that will be big again this spring, just getting more reps with that group, building chemistry with those guys. I didn't get a lot of that last year, so that will help a lot.
Brady, once you were able to move past the disappointment of how the bowl game ended, how did you feel about how you played? What did you take away from that experience?
I was impressed with some things I did, and I just saw it as a huge learning experience and just a great opportunity. It was some of the most fun I've had playing football. I was super excited about it, and I've moved on pretty quick and excited about what's to come.
Brady, what's your relationship with Tyler, and how are you guys embracing the competition with each other?
Yeah, it's fun. This is why we play football. We're brothers, and we love competing. I'm sure me and him have been competing our whole lives, so this isn't anything new. It's not personal, but yeah, it's a blast.
Something you maybe learned about Tyler that you maybe didn't know before through the competition?
Man, I knew him pretty well just before a couple of weeks ago, so I know him and Luther Burden have a pretty good connection.
When did you first meet Tyler?
I met him in high school. We trained at the same place in St. Louis.
What do you think of the draft ahead of the spring game?
Yeah, that's big time. See where I get picked up at, and just got to stay humble and get ready for Saturday.
How much lobbying is happening in the locker room?
There's some chatter, and there's some game plans and strategies going down. I hear Barrett Bannister, he's been talking strategy and whatnot, so, we'll see. It'll be fun.
Who do you think the first overall pick should be?
Man, I would pick Trajan Jeffcoat. I don't want him in my face in the spring game.
What's the biggest thing you've learned about Tyler since he got to campus?
He's just a really genuine dude. He doesn't tell a lie, and he says what he thinks. So you're gonna get whatever he gives you. He's gonna give you the truth. So that's one thing I could take away.
Coach Strinkbitz hasn't been shy about saying he wants to add more competition to the room, whether it's Sam or a transfer or both. Just what's your kind of mindset about that?
It's exciting. Competition's good. I mean, it's not gonna hurt anything. It's just gonna make us better, and it's gonna add to it. So.
Brady, this will be the fans' first look at you since the bowl game. What are you hoping to show everybody at the spring game on Saturday?
I'm just hoping to show everyone that I can push the ball down the field a little bit, complete some passes down the field, obviously continue to show my athleticism and the way I can use my feet and extend plays. But then again, really just to show my leadership and how I've developed relationships with my teammates and how I can lead the offense. So, I mean, that's a lot of stuff wrapped up in one, but really at the end of the day, I want to just score some touchdowns and have a good day.
You mentioned, training in high school with Tyler. I mean, what's it like to, think, you guys are doing that now, back then, and now you guys are, competing for, starting positions here?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy to think about. That's a super full circle moment. I mean, that was 3, 4, 5 years ago. Now we're competing for a job in the SEC, so that's super cool to think about. That's just the way football goes.
Most teams in the SEC kind of have a returning guy at quarterback, especially in the East. What's it feel like to be kind of the big part of the big question mark on this team? I mean, that's something you enjoy and embrace, impress people, surprise people?
Yeah, I embrace it. I don't know what the other option feels like, so this is all I know. Feels pretty good.